Hello everyone and welcome. We are very grateful that you have joined us today. For us here in Base Bahay Foundation, this is a very exciting moment because today we are opening the doors of the Base Innovation Center. Base Innovation Center, or BIC as we call them, is a scientific, creative, and industrial space that puts you alongside local and international researchers and specialists working on alternative green building materials for sustainable construction with social impact. This center is open for students, professionals, developers, entrepreneurs, startups, and academic researchers working on these fields. This is a venue for research and testing programs as well as continuing professional education and training. Our goal is to advance bamboo-based technology and other alternative building technologies towards creation of a better sustainable future. Join me and our team in welcoming you to the new Base Innovation Center.
Since its inception, Base Bahay Foundation has been on a mission to provide alternative building technologies for sustainable, affordable, and quality homes for Filipinos. Homes that provide inclusive, disaster-resilient, and dignified living. Working closely with a network of partners, Base Bahay has developed the innovative cement bamboo frame homes for urban poor communities and disaster victims all over the country. Using bamboo technology, Base Bahay has so far helped establish 4 bamboo treatment centers and 10 cement bamboo communities. But the key to sustainable technology is constant research and innovation, training, and finding new ways to optimize the technology and designs.
Construction industry is responsible of 40% of the carbon emissions per year, and around 8 to 10% of the emissions came from only for concrete and cement industry. We are destroying our world. If we don't change the way we build, we will kill ourselves. We need to use more bamboo, we need to use more hemp to make our houses more sustainable and reduce our carbon footprint.
This urgent need for research on sustainable technologies has pushed for the creation of the Base Innovation Center. Located in Makati City, this is the first research facility for alternative building materials and technologies, especially bamboo.
There is plenty of benefits using bamboo as a structural material. It's very good for the environment. Bamboo is probably the species that grow faster in the planet. Very sustainable, so you cut it and you can use it very quickly. So you create circular economies with farmers. It's like in the middle range of between concrete and timber. So good for earthquakes and good for typhoons. And there is other more advantages like better thermal comfort inside the house, so meaning you feel more fresh in summer than if you are in a concrete house.
With the many sustainable and environmentally friendly benefits of bamboo, the BIC is committed to raising the standards of research on this valuable building material.
Topics like wind resistance, fire resistance are topics that we need to research more. Combinations of bamboo with other material like steel, concrete. You can go to research fibers, trying to create biopolymers using bamboo fiber.
Base Bahay's cement bamboo frame technology has already been proven to produce sturdy, disaster-resilient homes. But constant research on the load-bearing capacity of the many indigenous bamboo species in the country is still needed to maximize its use.
The characterization is very important because we need to know our material here. Philippines has many species of bamboo, more than 10 that can be used for construction. But if you want to know the resistance of species, you cannot find the data. So one of our objectives is to characterize all the Philippine species, so all the people in different regions can use their bamboo for construction and know what is the resistance of their species. UTM is an universal testing machine, so we can crush the bamboo in compression and determine what is the resistance. We can make tests in tension also. For example, if you are an engineer, you need to design a column, you need to know the resistance of your material, you need to know modulus of elasticity. Those are information that the engineers need to design elements. With this machine, we can produce all that information and create the standards for design with bamboo.
What interests me about bamboo is that it is a commonly used material, but it doesn't have the same popularity as the traditional construction materials, such as lumber or in steel. It is a good research to start with to help the local communities, to help the local bamboo industry, and also to promote the material. Having access to this equipment is very crucial to the study.
Committed to the empowerment of local communities, Base Bahay engages implementing partners, local farmers, and community workers in the whole value chain, from the sourcing of bamboo as raw materials, to its treatment and fabrication, up to the construction of their own homes, providing them with intensive skills training and national certification that they can use for future livelihood opportunities.
The local farmers are trained how to harvest sustainably to make sure that we don't deplete the supply of bamboo. They're also trained in proper treatment and cleaning of the bamboo poles. So at the end of the day, they come up with a structural grade bamboo that we can use for socialized housing. And because they've already set up their own business, this becomes a continuing livelihood for them. So it's really a business for the farmers already.
In the cement bamboo frame technology, bamboo wall panels are prefabricated before being installed onto the concrete foundations of the houses. These are done on special fabrication tables by skilled workers specially trained in panel fabrication.
Yung pag-training natin is yung mga pwedeng beneficiary as part ng workers ng site or yung implementing partners natin, meron silang mga carpenters. Sila po yung tinuturuan natin. The idea is to transfer the technology. So kailangan alam din ng technical partners natin, yung engineer on site, kung paano gawin itong panel. At the same time, kung maturuan natin yung engineer ng partner natin, sila din yung magtuturo doon sa mga tao nila.
As with every technology, constant research and innovation is key to ensuring its resilience and continuous improvement. In particular, the walls of disaster-resilient homes must be able to withstand high wind speeds and seismic activity, especially in a country frequently hit by earthquakes and typhoons.
Pag tama ng undoy, ang bahay namin tumagilid. Gawa kasi sa kahoy yun, halos matumba na. May hollow blocks na ganito kataas, pero isang hilera lang yun. Yun lang ang natira. Lawanit lang yung dingding namin, tagpi-tagping lawanit lang yun eh.
The cement bamboo frame technology is constantly tested for resistance to earthquake, typhoon, fire, and insect infestation. Certified by the Accreditation of Innovative Technologies for Housing or ITEC, this prefabricated frame system has been proven to provide local communities with affordable, safe, and sturdy homes.
Nung nakita ko tong sabi ko, ang galing. Yung mga kawayan kasi magkakakarugtong sila. Magkakakwam lahat lang mga kawayan. Kahit sa lindol siguro hindi tatablan yan eh. Nung dumating naman si Bagyong Ulysses, kampante na kami na hindi na kami bababahain. Hindi kami natatakot na masira ng bagyo yan. Dahil sa tingin namin matibay talaga ang pagkakagawa. Nakakatulog na kami na mahimbing.
But with ever-changing weather patterns brought about by climate change, constant innovation and improvements are needed to further raise the standards of alternative building materials.
We are finishing the setup of our reaction frame. So you can test a wall to check what is the resistance for an earthquake or for a typhoon. For the reaction frame that we have right now, we have just monolithic or static jack. So we're planning to get dynamic jack, or the dynamic actuator is how it's called. So with that dynamic actuator, you can see like the movement of an earthquake or things like that in a wall.
Having established 10 cement bamboo communities all over the country, Base Bahay is committed to changing mindsets on the viability of bamboo as a construction material. Through the Base Innovation Center Model House, Base Bahay hopes to showcase the strength of bamboo and how this all comes together as a disaster-resilient home with a cement bamboo frame technology.
People regard bamboo as a poor man's product or a poor man's lumber. So when people initially hear that you're going to build them a cement bamboo house, they say, no, I don't want a bahay kubo because it's going to fly in the next typhoon. But what we assure them is that this is not your typical bahay kubo. When bamboo is used to its fullest potential, it's flexible, it's a very strong material. And this Innovation Center is going to show people that we've tested, we've researched on the material, because what we want to come out with is a house that is of very high quality.
Maluwag, maginhawa, yung ventilation, magandang ventilation, maraming halaman. Personally, kung nire-recommend talaga na gumawa ng mga pabahay na gawa sa bamboo, unang-una nakakatulong to sa environment natin. Mas matibay din, tsaka healthy living. Then nakaka-absorb ng init. Sobrang saya dahil sobrang kampante.
Beyond replacing conventional materials, Base Bahay's sustainable housing technology also takes into consideration new materials and designs more aptly suited to the cultural and geographical needs of local communities.
Nepal is our first international project, so it's a big challenge. Culturally, it's completely different. They are a mountain country, we are an archipelago country, and the bamboo species are also different there. What we did was adjust the technology that we have here in the Philippines to the Nepali context.
Since the cement bamboo frame technology is also quite versatile, we are able to adapt or adjust the design depending on the different cultural practices as well in Nepal and the different ways that they use their house or their space at home. It's really involving them, and when they're involved in the design of their houses, we know that this is something that they will definitely use.
Isa sa mga innovation na ginawa natin doon sa Nepal is yung paggamit ng flattened bamboo. So in dialect, natawag natin itong tad-tad or sa. Yung purpose nito is para ma-maximize mismo yung paggamit ng kawayan instead yung paggamit ng metal mesh. Kasi itong mga materials na to is imported. At the same time, pinaka-purpose din natin dito, magkaroon din ng additional na livelihood doon sa ating mga farmers.
At a time when climate, health, social, and economic problems are rapidly accelerating, short-term reactions are no longer enough. Continuous research and innovation is important to address the needs of changing times. This is what the Base Innovation Center hopes to achieve. More than providing sustainable homes, the center aims to innovate better and more sustainable futures.
Base will continue to put a lot of emphasis on research. This is the only way we can make sure that the technology that we are bringing out there is safe, durable, and of very high quality. We are encouraging different partners to come and support us. We'd like to be able to learn from the different technologies that they're also working with, whether here and abroad. We're looking at really working with different people who can bring in also their expertise so that we can come up with continuous improvement of the technology.
Our vision is to put Base Innovation Center as a premier research and training center for alternative building construction materials and construction technologies. We would like to scale up our partnership with universities, research institutes around the world. We would like to expand our partnership with different stakeholders, including the local government unit, and further lead to the adoption of these technologies as part of the social housing.
But it's not enough that we have a technology. How will this technology be adapted in the communities that we serve? What we look for in Base is building better today so that the lives of the people improve tomorrow.
From optimizing treatment solutions to producing treated poles. From new techniques to sustainable homes. From model houses to built communities. The Base Innovation Center is another step towards Base Bahay's goal of innovating sustainable futures today.